So I guess you bought an Iconoclast Pro, and I'm going to show you how to assemble it. We're actually going to kind of do this in parts, so I'm going to set a few things aside. And we're going to start with the middle bracket. So I'm going to pull my handles apart. There's a single hole side and there's a two hole side, and you want to put the single hole in the middle bracket. Just line it up with the holes. I'm going to put a bolt through each spot. And what you need for this assembly is a couple of 1/2 inch. It can be a ratchet, it can be a wrench. You just need 2 of them that are 1/2 inch. Put a nut on each bolt. Alright, next I'm going to move down to the head. So we have these settings now. So one hole is just a normal hole, but then you have these serrated settings. So I'm gonna set mine to 3 or 4. Let's go 3. So that's 3 down from the top, and that's what I'm gonna use today. And you're actually gonna set it from the inside. So see how I do those two, like that. And later on, if you want to change it, all you do is loosen and take out the bolt and move it a little bit, and then reset it. Before you put your fiber handle in here, you're going to want to use your, these are like little stiffeners. Slide them in, line them up with the holes. Right, got a little spacer to put on here first. Put a nut on. Just get that first one, the second one's slightly easier. Again, I'm going to go through the 3rd hole down. And tighten them up. Alright, now we're going to move up the handle. We're going to put on our grips. So you have a right and a left. If you needed to, you could flip that around for a lefty. You put it on the left if you wanted, but I'm right-handed, so I want it on my right. Again, same thing, just line it up. Put a bolt through, get the nut started. You don't need to tighten them too tight, you know, you just want to get them stuck down. They're not going to go anywhere. Alright, so we have 2 more things to do. One is do our strap in a minute. I'm going to put my throttle on. You get 3 zip ties. We're going to use those in a minute, so just set those aside. The spring is going to go down. The first thing we're going to do, you can come in, is we're going to line the grooves up. Slide the little keeper all the way up, and we're going to open the lever and put it in. So that ball just goes through there. And then it pivots down and goes down that line, right? And that's how it stays, but we want it to stay in there, so we're going to rotate this and tighten down this little set nut. You don't have to, don't be crazy. It doesn't have to be tightened like crazy, but just needs to, you need to get it to where it won't spin. So, and also won't be a gap, so it can't come out. Right? Alright, so you're going to tighten your drill on to the top shaft, right? And then you're going to slide your drill block up against the back of your drill and tighten it down. The spring is going to come down to the very end, and you're going to pop that over the little keeper. So, see how that goes in there? So you're just going to pull the spring back, put it through the slot and let the spring pop it in there. And it holds it pretty firmly. Alright, so you're going to take your strap and you're going to lay it flat against your hood, around your drill, around the trigger, right? And then you're going to slide it through the stay. You don't want it to be like setting the drill off. You want it to be just like snug against the trigger, but have plenty of space to come back out. And you want to set that. So I'm going to get mine a little tighter. You don't want a bunch of slack in there. Just that's fine. Then I'm going to test it. Always do your testing with your, you want to be careful about your tines because they're going to spin. So make sure there's nothing there. So your trigger has a spring in it, but also this spring helps. So just make sure it's compressing all the way and stopping. Once you get it like you like it, we're going to take the zip ties and we're just going to loosely. We don't want this to be bent, We don't want to wrap it all the way around the pole. We don't want it to be wrapped up here. We just want to attach it on. I'm only going to use 2. You can use 3 if you want it, but 2's great. So now the last thing to do is attach your strap. So it's just going to go in these little hooks. See little holes, and that way you can lift it up and carry it around. So now I'm ready to head to the field. That's it.